back on the fucking.
You've heard me mention the chaos companion. That's the passenger in the car that turns a regular car stop into something that goes completely off the rails. And if that off the rails is the passenger getting out of the car when they're not called out of the vehicle, wrestling with the officer when the officer is attempting to place them into custody, and the officer finding illegal inside of the bag, that's a chaos companion. They're going to jail, and this is one of those. It's interesting when people don't pull right to the right side of the road and keep going, but sometimes they'll pull into a parking lot, but definitely red flag.
Juvenile State Police, reason it's Steve. You were on John Barrow. Did you just forget to put it in park when you backed into me, or?
Yeah. I got nervous. I thought you were trying to get that. I wasn't trying to stop.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to get off the road.
I got you.
I'm
No
sorry
big deal.
about that.
No, you're fine.
This trooper is really calm. I mean, I've had this happen to me before. I definitely wasn't as calm as he was when he approached the vehicle. Really polite on the interaction. A lot of times I think there might be booze on board that the person might be drinking when they do that, but he's super calm. I mean, he got a very calm demeanor about him, and that's actually very safe.
Where y'all headed today? Where's home at? Oh, okay, I got you. Y'all both live there? Or? Yeah. Okay, I got you. Do you have your driver's license on you? And then passenger, do you have yours as well, or an ID card or anything? Okay. And then
No, I don't have insurance. I just got a ticket. I literally just got one.
Like today?
Yes, literally.
Okay.
I don't know which one it is, but it's one.
Hey, you got multiple.
Yeah, he gave me a warning for my tail light because he had a shortage and I had to change my food.
I got you. I'm not worried about your tail lights. I just worry about that speed and the insurance. One second. Is there anything in the car or anything? I'm not worried about no misdemeanor.
No.
Okay. I got you. 1 second, okay? You could have pulled up just a hair.
Just a little bit?
Just a little bit.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're good right there. I've got a pit bumper. That's what it's for. It's to push people off the road and stuff like that, okay? 1 second, okay? All right, man. What is your first name? I can just write it down. It's not a big deal.
This is really interesting. It's very nuanced. Law enforcement will understand this, but it's important and educational to share what just occurred here because it was significant. So I want you to know that this is a left-handed officer, meaning he writes with his left hand and he carries his firearm on his left side. So positioning yourself behind the B pillar creates some challenges because your side is here right on the door and your sidearm is against the door. This officer is very, very fluid in his movement to know that he may have to deploy in the case this situation goes south. When he was asking for the information of the passenger started to reach inside of a bag. The officer put his hand on his firearm and manipulated it so that he could instantly draw and engage if he needed to. What's really interesting is his ability to be kind, polite, engaged, and ready to go lethal if necessary. Lesson here, you can be completely kind and polite and lethal at the same time. No need to escalate the situation and be rude and start yelling, "Get your hand out of the bed," because that can escalate a situation and make it go bad in other ways. This guy never even knew that he had his hand on his firearm and he was ready to go.
I'm not going to give you Well, so you still require to have a seatbelt. Do you have your, can you tell me your first name? The other side of that's going to jail for the governmental operations. The other side of not giving your name is going to jail for obstruction of governmental operations. I'm sorry, can you spell that for me? What's your last name? And what's your date of birth? Alrighty, hang tight for me 1 second, okay?
I don't know if you saw that, but when he walked back to his car, the way he did that turn to watch the vehicle is how we train. And a lot of times you'll hear me mention officers should always turn back and take a look at the vehicle, make sure that there's nothing going on. And he did it so perfectly, so smoothly, and so fluently. High police IQ, tactical in that regard. I like it a lot. Good stuff. That door opening, that's significant, and I hope that he catches that. There's a reason a person opens a door.
All right, man. Do you have the keys for the car? Appreciate that. You could have stepped out for me real quick. You'll come back here for me. Do you have anything on you?
No, what I do?
Well, you stepped out of the car, so now you're coming.
Oh, yeah, I thought you said both of us.
No, just trying. Hey, no, you're already out. Come back here. Do you ever seen that bag?
No, it's not that bad.
Okay. Look, I'm not going to look at it or anything just yet. I'm just going to set it back up here, okay? Alright, if you'll put your hands on the bumper for me, and then if you'll walk back towards me, keep your hands on the bumper, okay? Hey.
I was walking back. I'm walking towards
Walking back towards me. Keep your hands on the bumper, walk back towards me. Give me your right hand. Hey, calm down. Hey, quit doing that.
I'm not gonna do that.
Quit doing that.
Like, why would I do? See, you want to be mad at me. That's what I'm asking. You're not asking.
You're about to go on the fucking hey. Come on. Hey, please, no, you cannot. You cannot get your back back.
Why are you pushing on me and shit like I did? I'm not. You got me in whole handcuffs like I didn't do nothing.
You are resisting arrest, okay? Sit down.
In custody, a lot of stuff to cover there. A lot of interesting things occurred in that exchange. So the trooper asked the driver to step out of the car. The passenger elected to come out of the car as well. When we call people out of the car, we just want one at a time so we can focus on one person at a time. The trooper made the choice. You're already out, then I'm going to deal with you. And that's his choice. And some people would make that choice because they're already out. Let me just deal with this person. One of the interesting things that occurred is the driver had not been patted down at that time. So the driver is still a potential serious threat. And several times throughout the interaction, I noticed the driver placing their hands inside of their pockets. One of the other things I noticed is that when the trooper is attempting to place handcuffs on the passenger, the hand is loose and the cuff is swinging open like this. This is a weapon. There are documented incidents of people getting hooked in the mouth and the eye with that cuff on one wrist. Extremely dangerous. There's a technique that can prevent that. It's called the butterfly technique, and a lot of officers do that. I'm sure this trooper, maybe he didn't do it for whatever reason. It's where you put on both cuffs and they go on both at the same time. So that's a serious challenge that occurred during that period of time where she was resisting the trooper. So the other challenge that I want to mention is that when the trooper is attempting to take the passenger into custody and his head is down and his cover is obviously on, his view of the driver is completely obscured, and the driver continually had their hands inside of their pocket. So if this driver was a person who wanted to do harm to the trooper, that situation is a huge challenge. In this solo beat officer thing, there are ways you can mitigate some of these things when you deal with just one person at a time. And again, the person came out, but these are some challenges that I saw that the trooper had to deal with.
What's her name? You're not so the reason she's in the backseat is because the name that she gave me was on the phone, okay? The way she gave me her name, she was thinking about it real hard. She did not want to give me the real name, okay? Alright? And then when she got out, she was just okay? So that's why she's in the backseat right now, okay? You're not in trouble at all, okay? You're speeding. That's not a big deal. Come on, give me all warning, okay? Alright, I'm gonna roll the this window down. You come talk to me, okay?
The passenger is in custody now, is able to reach around, grab the phone. A best practice, if you put a person inside the vehicle, is to put the seatbelt on them. It's a minor restraint and people can take them off. There's one tactic that I would do is I would take the seatbelt and I would weave it through the arm, and then I would pull the seatbelt tight and make sure that it was buckled in so they wouldn't be able to move. Not so hard that they weren't able to breathe, but so enough that they weren't able to really move around. And if they took the seatbelt off, whatever reason, I know that they're taking the seatbelt off and there's a reason why they took the seatbelt off. But to me, putting the seatbelt on, at least from a visual perspective, you can tell if they're taking their seatbelt off what they're potentially trying to do.
So how do you spell it?
The trooper is asking the passenger's information, the one that's in custody, because he believes she's doing is playing the name game. And the name game is when a person changes their birthday a bit or changes the spelling of their name because they likely have a warrant or they don't want to be issued a citation in their own name. We have multiple ways to figure that out, and it's another crime if you do that, and it's called the name game. And it seems the trooper's already figured out that she's playing it.
Hey, what's your real name?
I was telling somebody something.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. What's your real name? If you give your real name? Look, you weren't in trouble.
So this driver is still, I mean, she seems like she's being compliant, but she's wandering all around, all over the place. Best practice, the buddy bumpers or pit bar, whatever people call it, have the person stand right in the middle of those and say, please stand right here, don't move. It makes everything a lot easier for everyone. Just stand right there. Most people will comply instantly with that, and it makes it a lot easier and safer because the driver's wandering around all over the place.
So your last name is Pitts. Your first name is Jakiah? How do you spell that? Jakiya. And what was your date of birth? I'm sorry? 11/01/2000? 836, 851. So right now she's under arrest for obstruction of governmental operation, resisting arrest, and we'll figure out the rest of it. She's got warrants, but other than that, do you know why she would give me a false name?
She don't get in trouble, man.
Hey, what was that charge you gave that girl for giving you a fake name? What was that charge you gave the girl for giving you a fake name? This her bag? Okay. Is there anything in it she don't need to have? Is there anything in it she don't need to have?
I'm not sure.
Okay, can you stay back up there? The reason I ask you to stay up here is because my camera, I want you to be in view, that way you're the safest, okay? Because I don't want you to get out of view of the camera and then some allegations come out and stuff like that, okay?
And there we have the green stuff recovered from the bag, so it's not looking well for the passenger. Now it looks like they may have another charge.
Are these your keys or are these her keys? These are your keys, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Do not leave yet. I got the paperwork for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave. Hey, if somebody starts calling and you know them, let me know.
No.
But she was on the phone with somebody, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this bag back in your car because the jail won't accept it, okay? So if you don't take it, they're going to have to throw it away. Okay.
So that's not a lot of green stuff. However, enough to go to jail, obviously, in this jurisdiction. One thing that it's good to take note of is the way that these are packaged, because the charge can change if it's packaged in a way that it could be potentially for sale in a lot of different jurisdictions. So when you're watching these, look at the packaging, because officers are definitely taking into consideration the quantity and the method of packaging.
You know what's in the bag?
I know.
You now this is hers. It's her backpack. You did it with her backpack. You hopped out with it on. Are there any in that car? Are there any other in that car?
No, I don't know.
Okay, I will be searching the car.
You
Okay?
can say no. I just got a little roach.
I'm not worried about roaches.
Oh, that's all I got.
I wasn't even worried about that.
Oh, you was just trying to get it.
But now we're going to worry about it because she decided to resist arrest. Okay? Has that been opened?
Because I don't think
Is roaches in your door? I'm not worried about that. I'm going to put her hat. Those are yours, right?
yeah.
Okay. All this is going back in this back seat, okay? Do me a favor, just hang out right there, okay? You've been really smart and really cool up to this point. If you try and run off right now, it's not going to end well, okay? You know what? That's fine.
Okay, I want to talk about the fact that the trooper's head is all the way in the car and the driver, although she's being compliant at this point, is looking him. The question becomes, is backup an option? I've seen how the troopers operate alone in nearly every single circumstance, but is there a local department that you can call to say, hey, can someone just swing by while I search this vehicle? In Vegas, we were bordered by two other jurisdictions, Henderson to the south and North Las Vegas to the north. When I was a rookie, I worked graveyard, you're a solo beat, one officer. Sometimes there are people on calls and there's no one to back you up. Sometimes North Las Vegas would come and watch while we would search, and we would do that for them. Henderson, same exact thing, different jurisdiction. But just to conduct a search, safest practice is to have an officer watching if you have to stick your head all the way inside a vehicle. And again, I don't work in this jurisdiction. I've never been there, and this trooper is super sharp. I don't want to see anyone get hurt, but having someone else stand by is best and safest practice.
Is this her phone? Okay. Hang tight 1 second, okay? And those are your keys, correct?
Can you get my wallet out of my backpack?
I've got your ID out of your backpack.
No, it's a wallet in there.
Okay, it's in your backpack. All of your property that's in your backpack other than that I found is going to be back in her car. The jail won't accept backpacks like that, so I'm going to have to give it to her. That way they don't have to throw it away, okay?
No, I just need my wallet.
Okay, I'll look for your wallet. Go ahead, step out 1 second. Do you have anything in your pockets or anything like that? Just face the door, okay? Actually, come in here. I want you in front of the camera, okay? If you'll walk back to the front of your car, okay?
So I'll talk about the right front quarter panel. You've heard me mention this term before, the right front quarter panel of the vehicle. If the trooper just comes to the right front quarter panel of the vehicle and faces the other way, he can look at the driver and still conduct that same search and have the same amount, if not more, real estate to place all of the things that he finds from his search on the front of the vehicle. Right front quarter panel gives him also the option to look to the rear of his vehicle where he has that female standing, and it gives you the opportunity to not have to have your back to anybody that was inside the vehicle.
All right, I'm going to pull your pants up. Do what?
My wallet should be in the big part.
In the big part? Okay. Anything for it to be loose? Go through real quick. Is there anything in here? And look, if you take anything in the jail that you're not supposed to have, it is a felony.
No, only I had.
Okay. I'll just have to put it back in my car. Oh, hang on. I'm going to double lock these, that way they don't tighten up on you, okay? Well, you've got really small wrists, so keep them like this, the way I had them. Walk back here. And if you dumped anything in my car,
I didn't dump. I didn't. That's all I had. That's everything I had.
All right, this is you, right? Okay. So warning for speed, okay? I'm not gonna worry about the insurance. I've already got a ticket for it. Can you grab her wallet out of there so I don't go in there barehanded? Okay. Can you put this back in your car? All right, slow down. Okay. Hey, here's your keys.
This is a really, really good example about how professional policing can be and how behavior of a driver and a passenger in the same vehicle, driver completely respectful and compliant, leaves with a warning, passenger non-compliant, wrestles with the officer, leaves with charges of obstructing, resisting, and the seatbelt completely maxed out. And the officer never lost his cool the entire time. The driver hit his car in the beginning. She was speeding. And because she was respectful, she got to leave with a warning. And it sounds like she said that she got stopped by the police for some other stuff before. In spite of my tactical considerations, super professional. I'd love to see this kind of policing because it really exemplifies that by and large, policing in America is done really well by a lot of different departments. Share this video with the young person and let them see. A person who doesn't like the police, say, you know what? Watch this video. You don't like the police. You think that the police are racist. You think the police are this. You think, watch this video. And then let them give you feedback about why in this circumstance where you could have seen this officer go a whole lot of different directions, but he treated the people according to their behavior. Respect gets a lot of respect. In one of my other videos, I shouted out the top 3 countries that I've been reaching out in the comment section, and there are other countries that have been moving up the list, and I wanted to acknowledge them as well because I said that I would. Interestingly, I got an email from a person from Australia, and he taught me a term. He said, hey, we'll chin wag another time, which I guess chin wagging means talk, which I thought was awesome. We have Ireland, and the great people of Germany are also on the list. I really like to acknowledge people. I truly appreciate your support of the channel. We have a lot of good things coming, merch and some interesting and dynamic educational things. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the videos on your screen for more content just like this.